Hey guys, this is the last time I'm trying this. Something went wrong with my computer. Okay, short version of the first thing. He found out who the 12th Doctor from Doctor Who's gonna be. He was in actually an episode of Fires of Pompeii as a different character, of course. His name's Peter Capaldi. We wish you luck. I really want to get into it, but something keeps happening with my computer, or I keep getting interrupted. This might be just like 10 minutes instead of 15 because it's getting ridiculous how many times it's going wrong. I wanted to talk about something that's similar to my Stop the Hate video called bullying. Now, bullying has been around for many, many, many years. Who knows how long? It is very serious, and it's just something that I wish could never have happened, or we can stop happening where it will never exist again. But right now, it does exist, and it's always been negative. Many forms of bullying are cyber, physical, mental, or in some cases they will call it social, but I call it mental because of the effects that it has on one's mind. Verbal, and actually sexual. Now, sexual is not usually effective happen in schools, but it is a form of abuse and is very serious. Actually, when I was a kid, I was bullied verbally mainly, or pretty much whenever. But I was one of the few lucky ones that didn't have it as serious. We actually had, sadly, at where my school is, we actually had someone who took their own life, and they were only in 6th grade because of many things that were going on in his life. But one of the big things was that it turned out he was being bullied. And with all that, everything else combined, after I found that whole thing out, I just couldn't. I just didn't want that to ever happen again. I don't want anyone ever to feel like they are alone, no matter if they have a disability or just going through some issues. That's why I'm studying to become a social worker. But it seems like it can go on even after high school or college. It can even go into your real life and your job, and that is a sad thing when you see something like that. The thing is, bullying is not. It's not like it's not being stopped. Many schools are doing an anti-bullying rule, as well as some schools who have clubs. Actually, my high school has an anti-bully club, which was actually started by an ex-bully. He realized what he was doing, and he hated that, and he actually formed this out in our senior year, and it's still going on, and I believe it is still very effective, because like a year after I got out of high school, I believe, I ran into someone who happened to be a junior high student, and who remembered me because we went there for an assembly to talk about stopping bullying, and I was very happy about that. He remembered, and as well as that took effect on our school. The other thing is, bullying doesn't also just happen to people, it also happens to animals. Bestiality is actually a sexual form, and then usually physical, and sometimes verbal. There's a difference between discipline and just being downright cruel. Animals also get neglect, and which is another form of abuse that I believe is an abuse, and it's very sad. A lot of times I'll get animals where I work, and that have been abused and are so scared to be around anybody when they first come in. With any form of abuse usually comes negative effects. Usually a person's habits will change, whether it's most of the time eating and sleeping, and you can see a very big difference. Sometimes they'll actually isolate themselves from everyone else, including family as well as friends. Grades sometimes will drop, as well. This is the school form, but the biggest effect on that bullying has had negatively is when people will take their own lives just because they feel like they can stop the pain. Because they feel like they are alone in this world. If any of you have, that are watching this, have been bullied, and you feel like you don't have anyone to turn to, you're wrong. Teachers and social workers are there to talk, and guidance counselors are there to talk to you, and there to listen. Like I said, a lot of schools are against bullying and are trying to help their students with this. And if you feel like you can't talk to your family because you feel like you don't want to make anything worse if it's confronted, that's another thing that is incorrect. Talking to someone about this and having something done is important. There's no need to take all that bullying, but the thing is, do not think you can take it in your own hands and just give back what the bully gave to you, which is usually a good example is of that kind of situation is, there's a movie called Christmas Story where a kid gets bullied by this jerk, and he takes it in his own hands and starts beating the crud out of him. Now, that is not a good way to stop a bully, no matter how good it looked in the movie. It is not a way to stop a bullying. And I hope that no one will ever try to do that. For those of you who have viewed it but have done nothing, I can understand that you don't want to get involved. It's none of your business. But sometimes it's. But do you want to? Have someone? Be the fault of someone who you didn't help. Help. I understand that. No one wants to get involved in someone else's business. But the thing is, if you see someone who's getting picked on, don't let that happen. Because no matter what age you are, no matter if you're a high school student and some elementary kids getting picked on, or some elementary kids picking on someone, you can tell them, hey, cut it out, or something like that. But always always use your words, not your actions. I'm hoping that bullying, like I said, I hope bullying will become extinct, which is actually one of the phrases we use for our club's thing. Help us make bullying extinct. This is Ali signing off. I will be doing my TDI or TD8 or TDIA, whatever you want to call it, recap, probably maybe tomorrow or something like that. I was gonna think about posting this to Facebook for the bullying part, but I am not, because I'll just post that. If you guys want to see another similar video to my Stop the Hate, then I'll just put that. But I'm hoping that if you want to know more about how to stop bullying and some facts about it, to learn more there's just put in facts or facts about bullying, or just the word bullying, and so many sites come up about it. How to stop it, what all the facts are, and etc. But this is Alex signing off. Click like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Comment down below, but the thing is, unless you have like some constructive criticism, that's one thing. But don't say, please don't. If you don't like my video, just thumbs down it or something. I really don't care about the thumbs up, thumbs down part that much. I look more for the messages. Okay, bye.